The way we used to think of a jet setter is someone who comes from old money and who only travels on yachts and who only goes to destinations like Saint-Tropez or Monaco. I believe that today's jet setter is changing. We're describing someone who is curious, who wants to explore the world, who is yearning to discover different cultures, wanting to learn different languages. My first travel experience was when I was 7 years old with my family to Jakarta and Bali in Indonesia.
I traveled a lot with my family when I was younger, but my first most memorable travel experience was going to Paris when I was 17 years old. It was really thrilling. I was with a bunch of girls my age.
My real first travel experience was studying abroad to Barcelona when I was 21. That was the first time I understood what traveling was and how amazing it is.
The first time I actually traveled on my own was a couple years ago. Actually, I went to Europe. I went to Barcelona on my first day, and it was definitely worth it.
By far, the #1 favorite travel memory has to be a road trip, 2 weeks in Morocco. That's where I learned how to surf in Kenitra in a northern tiny little village, and it's also where we slept underneath the stars in the Sahara Desert.
I got stuck in Cuzco in Peru when I was supposed to be making an international flight the next day. Cuzco is kind of in a valley of mountains, and if there's any bad weather, you're stuck. So it was terrifying, but I got to go out on the town with my friend right before we left, and it was one of the best nights I've ever had.
My favorite travel memory is stepping off the plane into the Istanbul airport and entering Istanbul for the first time. It was just a complete culture shock, and I loved every second of it.
One of my favorite travel memories was going to Pamplona for the Running of the Bulls. It was terrifying but exciting at the same time.
Traveling is limitless because it does not judge. It's absolutely accessible to everyone across all ages and across all races.
I think the reason travel is limitless is because it's all about the human experience. Whether you're meeting new people and having it on the outside, or you could be trekking through the jungle on your own, you're still changing something about your soul that you can't change when you're in a static environment. You kind of need to put that stress on yourself in order to grow as a person.
Traveling to me means to become one with the universe. There's no cap on what you can do and what you can learn when you're traveling. The unexpected pops up because there's so many cultures and traditions that you've never experienced before, and then you learn so much more at the next destination.
I think travel is limitless. There are opportunities everywhere. And once you go outside of your comfort zone and once you go to meet new people and new cultures, you realize that travel is really for everyone.
At some point in life, we all stop going to school. Traveling is a way to educate ourselves with different cultures, different languages. It's an extremely introspective and reflective experience. Traveling is for everybody, and there's so many opportunities out there for you to see the most beautiful sights and learn from the most wonderful people around the world. So just remember, don't miss out.